I'm Adam Anshel for Pro Football Weekly with a look at the draft grades for the NFC East. It's presented by Verizon Fios. I'm joined by our draft expert, Nolan Naraki. Nolan, let's start right at the top. The New York Giants, you gave them an A in this year's draft. What was it about the draft that you liked so much?
I thought they did an excellent job of recognizing value throughout the draft. They got Prince Amukamara in the first round. I don't think anybody expected him to be there at 19. When you look at Marvin Austin in the second round, they had some character issues, but I think they've done a very good job with that coaching staff of getting the most out of him. And Jarrell Journer in the third round. I think he's a guy that's going to be able to help him on special teams. He's also going to help out in the slot.
Now, we also saw, as it kept going through the draft, a lot of names that we were familiar with leading up. Greg Jones, who maybe had a down year at inside linebacker at Michigan State, but still a sixth-round pick.
Yeah, they got Jones, Tyler Sash in the sixth round, and even Darrell Scott in the seventh. I think they really upgraded their special teams in the later rounds.
Now, the Washington Redskins, they were all over the place in this draft, trading back, collecting late picks. And so we don't know if they have great players, but we know they have a lot of them. Overall, though, you gave them a B. Why is that?
In years past, they went away from the draft and just focused on free agency.
Right.
And they only had a few draft picks. This year, I think they've recognized that they got to infuse some youth into that aging roster. I like what they did with Ryan Kerrigan in the first round. I thought it was very safe. Jarvis Jenkins, I thought they took a little bit early, but Leonard Hankerson in the third round, all the way down, I think they did an excellent job of recognizing scheme fits and just finding players that filled needs.
The one position we don't see on this very long list is a quarterback. Do you think they missed out on that, or are they going about it the right way?
I think they really liked Christian Ponder, and when he was gone in the first round, they had to look at other positions, and I think they found a good supporting cast for Donovan McNabb or any veteran that they do bring in. I think Niles Paul is a guy that can help them out. Even Evan Royster, I think, in that backfield could be a good, solid player.
Obviously, weren't real interested in Blaine Gabbert. They had a chance at him, but traded out of it. The Dallas Cowboys with a B-. Well, how do you rate overall their grade? A lot of names we're familiar with.
Yeah, you look at Jerry Jones over time, and I think he's done an excellent job of finding value early on. That's why they got one of the most talented rosters in football. I think Tyron Smith filled a glaring need at tackle. Bruce Carter was an excellent value pick in the second round. And even DeMarco Murray, I thought, could bring some value on special teams.
Do you see him also contributing as a running back? Obviously, we know they've had a crowded backfield there already.
Yeah, it's very crowded, and I think he's a China doll. I think he's going to have a hard time staying healthy. But I like David Arkin in the fourth round. He really fits their big, mashing offensive line. And Josh Thomas and Dwayne Harris in the fifth and sixth, I thought were very solid picks.
Maybe some depth to their draft, if not strength up the top. Philadelphia with a C+. What was so disappointing about their draft?
I thought they reached quite a bit. Danny Watkins is a guy that we expected to go in the first round, but I think Jaquan Jarrett came off sooner than expected. I think they need to get bigger on defense, and they drafted a lot of small players, and they tend to wear down in November and December. And I don't think they did anything in this draft that's going to stop that.
Fourth round pick on a kicker when they had David Akers there already. Does that hurt their grade? What do you make of that?
Yeah, I personally would have never drafted a specialist anywhere in the draft. I'd find them afterwards, but I think they clearly have plans in the future. They want to bring in a young leg and eventually replace Akers, so it makes sense.
Just took a fourth round pick to do it. That is a look at the grades for the NFC East. For the best draft analysis, be sure to follow us on Twitter or go to ProFootballWeekly.com.